Okay, welcome guys to today's session. And today, specifically, our major topic would be Facebook audience. In that, when we go into detail, we'll be first working upon the offer structure. So we already have an offer structure which we have already built, and now what will give? We give some final touch to it. Okay, before going to the next level. Followed by that, we'll see that how even before starting your campaign, right, is there a tool which can give you a lot of insights about the audience. Okay, and it is basically a validation purpose video, or validation purpose tool, which basically you can use so that you can validate your assumptions. So you think that man, woman, okay, whomever you are targeting, okay, is it the right target whom you are reaching out, or there can be some fine tuning in that which can save you a lot of money, okay, even before starting the ad. Okay, this gives a lot of clarity, and that is what tool which we'll be working upon. And at the end, what we'll do, we'll go ahead and launch our ad. Okay, so let's start with the first thing, that is offer structure and final touch. Okay, so what do I do? Okay, I have created a folder where I have kept my poster and my document. Okay, let's start with that. Okay, I have kept it on my desktop. Yeah, this is my folder, says ad launch. Okay, this is my poster, I have kept it for the launch. Everything here is ready. And then apart from this, and then I have this document, offer letter. Okay, so now what are the fine tunings I have to do here? Okay, so the first and the more important thing is you add some attention grabbing keyword here. Okay, attention. Okay, hello there. Okay, what is basically, it is an invitation for your customers to come and just wait for that 1 second. Okay, because as you said, the interest of your customer on your poster, on your banner, okay, and your content has to be sequential. You cannot make him stick to your content for 10 minutes or 10, 15, 20 seconds as a stretch, right? What you have to do it sequentially. Grab their opportunity for 2 seconds. By the poster, he will they will definitely have they will definitely put some 5 seconds, 3 to 5 seconds and in reading it. This creates an excitement in them and they want to know more about it. Then what to do? Now you convert it into the next level where you give them 10 seconds attention, where you start giving all those things detail, and then you go sequentially by creating interest. It is basically something like for a movie release, first you give teaser, then you give trailer, then you give a lot of songs, and then you give the whole picture, right? In the same way. That is the first part. We have discussed the offer review, all those things in detail. Here I will be majorly covering upon the final touch. What is the final touch? Make sure that wherever you are having some seed statements which basically has an emotion, right? Add some kind of emojis to that. Okay, for example, are you not able to teach online because you find it very difficult in understanding tech softwares and you have to spend a lot of money on buying softwares, right? This is basically what this is, a confusion state. So what I did, I just added a confusion emoji here. Okay, and then I say I have some fantastic news, excitement. Okay, come down. What do I do? The basic thing what we're trying to do here is we don't want the whole text to be monotonous, right? And it has to make some excitement even while reading it. When they see with the emoji, they connect with them very well, because a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? So come down here on day 1, day 2, day 3. What you can do is you can use some kind of emoji here also, okay, as much as possible, so that they feel this is something gamification stuff. You can do it. Okay, when you come down, okay, any person in this world, right, would love to see this kind of boxes. It may be a real box or it may be virtual box, right? And it makes them definitely feel that this is something worth it. Okay, there's something worth it, and then they want to unwrap this, right? So when you're using bonus, right, use this kind of things. This creates a lot of excitement, and they want to see what actually it is all about. And this is one of the trigger which can also get them into your course for the next level, right? Then what you do, one of the biggest mistake which I see most of them do is they add uh, shortcuts, right? They make 31st org, something similar to this. I'll just show you. Okay, so no shortcut here, because it has to be very professional stuff. Okay, so I see most of them, they do it something like this. Okay, 31st August to 4th Sept. Okay, and then they even don't put at times age, year also. Okay, so this is very unprofessional. Even most of the offer reviews which I have seen, this is the biggest mistake what they do. Please do not add any shortcuts. Okay, please make sure anything and everything you give, it is clearly detailed stuff. Okay, so that is one thing which I wanted to give a normal feedback on all the reviews which have been seeing till date. Give them mode of teaching. Will it be live? It will be recorded. Most of the people after the session, they'll ask you what is the time. Okay, if you want, here you can also put out a time if needed, and then make sure that you give them mode of teaching. Are you giving recording, or you will be having live plus? I say I'm giving both recording and live, right? And then what you do, you have a registration link here. Okay, so all these things have been already covered. Okay, the payment gateway and all those things, you can always go ahead and create this thing. So what are the things which are going to change in each of the offers going forward? The payment link, if you make some changes in the payment, the dates, right? Nothing apart from this mostly is going to change. So now let's go to the next part. Okay, and now understand the second segment. Okay, so now what are the other things you can put out in the registration link? Okay, so the basic thing which you can do is, one thing is directly give them payment gateway link. Okay, and make them payment and get into your stuff. You can also create a Google form link. Okay, I'll just show you this Google form link. Google form link. Okay, where you get all their details. And then you message them personally, or you want to have a free class, webinar, and all those things. You have their details so that you can use it further. Okay, so this is another way which you can do to enroll them. Okay, or else what you can also do is you can also give your WhatsApp link. Okay, WhatsApp group link. Okay, it is all up to you what you think is very much right to you. If you feel that even after giving all these things, the customer needs a lot of clarity, and only then he is making payment, maybe in terms of health issues, right? Health and all those things. People at times, I see that people do not make payment, all those things at a stretch. But then even after you give all the clarity, they want to still talk to you, get a lot of clarity, and then come back and do it. Okay, so that is one of the thing. So you can always give a WhatsApp link in the registration link also, so that these people can join you and then ask your queries and then make the payment. Okay, so it is very customized and as per your need. Okay, so that is a basic final touch which we have given to our offers. Okay, and then we are done with this. Okay, so now what is the next thing we are going to do? The next thing we are going to do is work on Facebook audience. Okay, so now what do I mean by that? Okay, we are done with the first stuff. We go to the second stuff, Facebook audience insight. So this is a tool, as I said, it basically is a clarity tool. Okay, it is basically, you have certain assumptions, so before starting the ad, right, you should have your persona clearly in your hand, right? If you remember in the earlier sessions, in the week 2 sessions, we worked in detail about the persona. So now this is where a lot of insights and inputs from your side will come into picture, and that is how you'll take it and now go ahead and start targeting, right? So persona, you basically what we are trying to do is we are trying to see if our persona is correct, and then if we want to make some fine changes in that as well. Okay, so for that what we do, let's go and check out what is this tool and how it can be helpful. Okay, so now for that what we do, I'll just go to Google, okay, and I say Facebook audience insights. Okay, let's scroll down. Okay, here is the tool. If you see tool link here, right, I just click on this. Okay, and here you have a button say go to audience insight. Okay, as I've clearly mentioned, please make sure that you have your persona ready. If you do not have persona and you want to directly do it with that, this is not going to help you much. Okay, but having your persona and then doing this is basically a checklist. Okay, and this is going to help you big time. Now what is this? Now this is going to show you that how many people in what category, in what interest are there on Facebook. Okay, so for example, I want to know how many people are there in digital marketing, how many people are interested in digital marketing in India. Okay, what is the percentage of men, what is the percentage of women, what are their interests, right? So for that what I do, I just go here. Okay, I just go here, and then what I do is, okay, this is location here, so I remove United States, I put India because I want inside of India only. I select India. Okay, so if I click on India, you get to know that in India around 250 to 300 million people are there on Facebook, in which 76% are men and 24% are women. Okay, next, age and gender, all those things I'll come back later, but then first I'll put interest. What is my interest? Digital marketing. Okay, digital marketing. I'll just put this. Okay, and now what it is showing, it is showing me the demographics. So now if you see, this audience has changed. Now there are around 10 million to 15 million. Okay, somewhere between crore to 1,500 plus 1,000, sorry, 1 million is 1 lakh. Okay, so 10 million is 1, right? So people between 10 million to 15 million are already there on in India who are interested in digital marketing, out of which where 82% are men, okay, and 18% of women. Okay, and now you can see, right, if you want to target it, right, basically when you put a person and we put the age group, right, that this is from this age group to this age group is where I see a lot of insights. Okay, so maybe I would have put initially from 18 to 45. Okay, this is I'm telling you exactly what I have been doing, right? So I had put somewhere between 45, basically I had put 50 first. Okay, but then if you see here what is happening, majority 35%, 43%, 17%, majority of my customers I can see are here, right? So now what it gives you that crisp insight where you can fine tune. Now I make sure that it is not 18 to 50, but I can again make it more crisp by making it 18 to 44. Why? Because the probability is at highest rate here, right? This is the highest rate probability, right? So now what you can do now, using this you can go back to your persona and start making changes there, right? Okay, this is the insight, good insight. Okay, because targeting 2 to 3% people and showing them ads, spending, the probability I feel is less. So what I do, I show I show the ad to people who are already interested in this. Okay, so this is one of the thing. And now if you see their relationship status, people who are in India and love digital marketing, what is their relationship status? Okay, 21% are single, okay, and 27% are married. Okay, and then 2 are in a relationship and 6% are engaged. So what I can do, if if I have a very cost, if I have a cost in which I want to optimize, you know what will I do? I'll only do it for single and married because it has highest probability. Okay, so this is how I do. So I say single. Basically what I'm doing, Okay, single and married. Okay, now you should see automatically it is being added here. Okay, and then the same thing you have to put it in your persona. Okay, and now it is also showing me automatically the job title. What we are doing basically, as you said that when we started this session or the course, we said that we 99% of people don't know what they want to do, right? But what we can find out, we have to find out that what we should not do. In the similar way, that is what we are doing, right? We don't want to show our ad to anybody and everybody, right? So what will I do? We'll make sure that the ad is shown only to those people who have highest probability and interest. So people who are interested in digital marketing are from India and have this relationship status. We see what is their job title. The job title majorly is either they are in IT, computation, arts, sales, management, right? So this, if you see on an average, right, covers a lot of people. Okay, so don't tell that any person who is between 18 to 44, I'm going to show him. No, I'm going to show this only to people who are in IT and technical services. Okay, then computation, computation and mathematics. Okay, so now automatically if you see here, demographics is being added. Okay, their work is being added, their interest is added. Okay, and we are narrowing down the focus here. Okay, so this is another thing. Okay, so what you can do like this, right? Go to your persona and add all those things, what you have written, right? So one of the thing what I feel these people will be following is Seth Godin. Okay, Seth Godin, he's one of the known as god for marketing. So this will also target people who is into Seth, who follows Seth Godin. Okay, or I say Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay, these are the books they will be interested in. And I say marketing 101 or Gary Vaynerchuk, right? So what I'm doing basically, you are getting very specific to things whom you will be targeting, and then you'll use the same stuff for launching or ad, right? So you can get a lot of tons of insights here that who are the people and whom you should target. Okay, so this will give you a lot of insights in that purpose. Okay, and now if you see here, now almost even if you want to go ahead and optimize this, you can show it to majorly men only, because 83% are men, and then and around only 18% of women here. Okay, so
Abhishek, excuse me, we are not able to see the screen.
from how long?
For last 5 minutes, maybe.
Shit. I think I need to start again then.
No, Abhishek. I was seeing
No,
your
it's
screen.
okay.
It was visible for me.
No, just now you were not sharing.
Just now. No, ma'am. Just now also, when you said no, it was visible to me.
I messed it up. I have to edit it again. Okay. So let's continue. Now is it okay? You can see?
No. I can't see it.
Now?
No.
Okay. Let's do one thing. I'll just close this and I'll come back again and start. Now is it not visible?
No.
Nothing?
Yeah. Now it's visible.
Okay. Majorly because you might have clicked on my grid, and that is the reason it is coming like that. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. So now, as I said, you can use this tool. You can use this tool to get a lot of insights about your customer persona, and you can start targeting them, right? Basically, you are having a second check of customers even before putting out your real money into marketing. Okay, and then what I do, this is basically the whole stuff which can help you get a lot of things here. Okay, and then you can also go to page likes if they are associated and interested, right? So you can see if you want to put all those page likes, what are the pages they are majorly following, right? Digital creator, insurance company, these people are very much following this kind of pages. Okay, PVR cinemas, Nikon, okay, camera photo. Okay, what are the pages they are liking? Okay, Tata Crucible. Okay, so all those things, right, will help you get a lot of insights. And now what you can do, you can use these keywords. Okay, people connected to or you can write here in the interest as PVR cinemas, right? So you can use the top 10-15 things, okay, and share it with them and put all these things here. Okay, and what it will do, it will basically help you get targeting market, right? What we want to do, we want to increase the probability that only the person whom we feel that has highest probability of enrolling in the course, we are going to show the ad only to them. Okay, and not to everybody who is in digital marketing. Even in digital marketing, these are the kind of people who are along the digital marketing or following this all these pages. So what will happen, he goes to PVR cinemas page and there he sees your ad. Okay, he goes to what you can say NBA page and he sees your ads. What is it? More and more impressions, because he feels that this thing is also relevant to him, so it is showing him everywhere. And now what he will do, he'll come and enroll into your thing, right? Republic, all those pages you can use it. Okay, you can also see the locations, in which location they belong to. Okay, and then you can start narrowing down those things. Okay, Pune, Maharashtra, if you see, has 2% people whom it will be targeting. Okay, Mumbai, Bangalore, again, all those things are the places where you can narrow down your focus. Okay, Delhi, Hyderabad, if you want to very city specific, Ahmedabad. Okay, these are all the places where you can target it, right? And then you can see all those things that in all those topics which I have discussed so far in terms of demographics, page likes, and all the interest, how their engagement have been, what are the kind of devices they use. Okay, either using desktop, mobile. Okay, how many of you, most of them are Android users. Okay, and 4% of iPhone, iPod users, right? So this thing will get you a clarity about what you should put out in the audience segment in the ad campaign. Okay, so with this thing, okay, we come to the conclusion of this tool. Okay, so now what do we do? Let's go ahead and launch an ad itself right away. Okay, so for that, what I do, okay, very simple. Okay, you can always go to our business manager, or there is a shortcut to that where I say facebook.com/ad manager. Okay, I click on leave. Okay, so you are here. So here what we do, right? So we just click on create a new campaign. Okay, creating a new campaign. And here next what we do, okay, we have already discussed in detail about all these things in the earlier sessions, right? So our focus very majorly will be conversion, because we want them to convert from one page, that is from Facebook page, to some other page, maybe a payment gateway page, Google form page, or a WhatsApp link directly, right? So that is, we want to convert them. So that is the reason I'll choose here. I'll just come down. It is asking me for name and campaign. Okay, and for this what I'll say, I say this as Edupreneur NEUR 105 campaign. Okay, and when I'll be launching it, I'll just open the calendar. Okay, so it is 19 today. I want this campaign to run from 20th to 26th, right, for 1 week, right? So now see, I add the names very clearly so that next time I come to this page, okay, all those things are very much clear. Okay, so and the same thing I use it for this thing also. Okay, should create it. Determines entrepreneur. It should get active. Why is it not getting active? Okay, there is some error here. Okay, so now one of the things you might also see here is the account error, right? Now why is it? Because what I have done is that I have added a limit. I have limit to my account, and what I don't use a credit card. Okay, basically what I do, I directly add a certain amount of money which I want to do for advertising, and then I take it and I put it into the account. Okay, so now how do I put it? There are various ways of how you do it. If you use a credit card and all those things, directly you can always go and add it. Okay, but then if you want to be very sure that I do not want to spend more than 5,000 rupees on my ad account, okay, so what you do, say very simple, go to your Facebook page. Okay, go to your Facebook page. Okay, I'll just go to one of my pages here. Okay, and I have to add balance to my account. Okay, so there are various ways of doing it, but this is the simplest way which I use it, right? Because I was very much engaged on my page, right? So if you can see ads like this, right, just below that you have an option to boost post. Okay, just click on boost post. Okay, but now it will say that you do not have, and to come here, okay, it will show you that available balance is 0, right? So what do I say? I just click on add money. Okay, I click on add money. Okay, and I have already added a payment method here. My card, I have added my card, so I'll just select that. Or else if you want to use any of those things, you can use it. Okay, I have selected the payment. I say add funds. Okay, I want to add more amount into my account. Okay, so I'll just go back. Let me add 3,000 rupees to my account. I say add funds. All those things I'm doing it in real time. Okay, so while saying it for next time, I'll be blurring off lot of things. Okay, for security purposes. Okay, the payment is successful, done. Okay, and now I'll not continue with this ad because this is a boost post, right? Basically, I wanted to add money to my account. So now I have the available balance is 3,000 rupees. So just close this. Okay, and I just reload this now. Okay, so now if you see, the error message has disappeared. Okay, so now I just click on create again. Okay, so purposefully I did not put the payment in before showing in the session, so that you can have that clarity about how to go with that. Okay, I click on conversions. Okay, I come next and I say campaign name, right? So it is Edupreneur 105, and it will be from 20th September to 26th September 2020. Okay, this is what I want to name. I come down. Okay, is a conversion objective is conversion, great. Do not do any of those things here. Come down. So daily budget. Now we come to the daily budget. We have already have done detailed discussion about the daily budget. So basically what I used my daily budget is somewhere between, as I said, 500 to 1,000 rupees. Okay, let's add 500 for now. Okay, and then apart from that, don't make any changes. Just click on show more options and you see that nothing else has to be done here. Once you are done here, just click on next. Okay, add set name. Okay, I put Edupreneur 105. That's it. Okay, it's asking you for a conversion event location, that from this ad where you want to send people. You want to send them to app, messenger, WhatsApp. Definitely we'll put a website because we are going to give a link. Okay, and a conversion event. Okay, if you have a pixel and all those things, then it will ask you to do that. Okay, even if you do not have, please do not worry about the pixel stuff at this point of time, because as I said, most of the times, even if you get most conversion also in pixel, the number shows very less. Okay, and I have already shown you a lot of things in the earlier sessions about the bitly link, right, which you can use to create or shorten the links and know how many people have clicked on your link. Okay, done. Come down, and now it is asking me to set my budget and schedule. Okay, so what I say, I want to set an end date. I don't want to run it forever, right? Because we are in initial learning phase. We are in that search of ideal poster and banner, and once it is done with that, we are going to run it forever. So when I want to run it on 20th. Okay, I'll start it. Okay, morning 10. Okay, and the end date would be 26. No, it will be 27th, right? Because from Monday onwards I'll be starting. So 27th evening at night 10 o'clock, right? This seems good. Okay, done. So now what I do next is you come. Okay, you come here and put all those things, right? So I'll just show you for the example of digital marketing stuff, right, where I put my location as India. Okay, age. So all these things, we go back to our persona document. Okay, and we start using it, right? So we say 18 to, first I put it 50, but then I understood it is 44. I put it like this, and then gender, you can select male, female. Okay, based on your own context, but then I'm going to select all because both are my customers. Then I'll go further and say detailed target expansion on. Okay, and then here what you do is create a new audience, okay, or custom audience, and you can say create new. Okay, and you can say custom audience. Okay, sorry, new. Okay, Okay, just go over here, and then here what you do is, where did it go? Just a moment, I think so what basically I do is I have already created an audience every time, and what I do, I use my saved audience. So the first time you create it, and what I do, I select my custom audience for digital marketing. Okay, so once I create and leave it, right, so then what happens, all those things comes automatically into the picture. Okay, so but then for you, when you are creating new, right, so we have to do all those things in detailed, right? So now for what we do, just do not write directly start here. Okay, just come down, and there's something called as detailed targeting. Okay, just detailed targeting, just click on edit. Okay, and here you start putting out things, all those things which you are searching out there, right? So what are the first thing I want to target? People who are into digital marketing. Okay, suggestions, digital marketing, right? And then what is the next thing what came to picture is rich dad poor dad. Okay, so whatever things which are there as a person, right, just put it, and automatically it will categorize it according to its needs. Okay, that's a rich dad. So I'll not be doing full detailed stuff. Okay, it takes a lot of time for the first time. So if you see interest, additional interest, rich dad poor dad, and their work profile was IT and technical services, marketing job, right, interest in marketing. So once you start putting all those things, right, then it starts coming up here, right? So automatically it will get segregated based on the different demographics, interest, and industry. Okay, and then you have to put all your persona, whatever you have written in a persona, right, because you know so much detail about the persona, you put all those things here and you press enter. Okay, and then this will be full. So at least I put around somewhere between 25 to 30 keywords like this. Okay, because I want to target them. Okay, so once we do with this, right, then what you do, come down and just click on save this audience. Okay, just click on save this audience and give this audience some name. Okay, so that what happens next time, if you just put an audience which says digital marketing audience, right, kind of stuff you give them and you save it, right, you know what happens, next time you come here to do your next ad, you don't need to put all those things again. You just come here and you click on use saved audience. Okay, and you say Facebook audience for digital marketing, right, all those things will automatically come into picture, right? So that is how it works. Now let's go down. Okay, when we talk about the placement stuff, right, make sure it is automatic placement, because Facebook automatically decides that where all your ads should be placed. Maybe in terms of while playing a video, you get an ad, that is where it is placed, in Messenger, in the feed. Okay, while scrolling it on Instagram, if your target, that audience is on Instagram, right, they go and show it automatically on the Instagram as well. So always choose automatic, okay, and not manual. Okay, so we're done with that. Then what do? We click on next. Okay, and then what do we want next? Okay, so here in the final, we are at the final stage of launching our ad, and here what we have to do, just the ad name, you can put it in anything. I put Edupreneur 105. That is one of the things which I keep very consistent, so that I always come back and get to know what kind of things for that. And then to which page, on which page I want to do the marketing, right? There are various pages, but I want to do it on Brightbee only. So make sure that this page is correct. And if you have Instagram connected to that, select that page, or if you want to change that. Okay, come down, and here it asks you what kind of ad you want to run. You want a single image or video, carousel or collection. I always use a single image or video. Okay, then let's go down, and now what is it asking? It is asking us to give us ad creative. Okay, I click on add media, I click on add image. Okay, and what I do, so all those things are already, if you see, you can see all the experiments which I've done so far, right? And then reaching out to that one poster. Okay, so what you do, basically click on upload. Okay, I have already created a folder where I can keep both of these things. Okay, I just click on this poster. I click on this and say next. Okay, see, this is showing me the preview. Okay, it is showing me all the preview, and I say done. So now you can see the basic thing why you chose that 800 to 800, because it fits perfectly in all the on the mobile screen also, and on your desktop screen also, right? So all those things were already set up in the earlier earlier classes, right? And it looks perfect, correct, perfect fit into the frames. Okay, we are done with this. Next, what we have to put some primary text, right? What is the primary text? Primary text is nothing but your content. Now how do we put that? Just go to your folder, open your offer stuff, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy every single thing from top to bottom. Okay, from registration link to this link, right? And I say copy. I go back to my Facebook page and I say paste. Okay, so now you can see, I just click on see more preview, and I get all the whole content here, how it is looking. I just come here and say and I have added a Grammarly add-on, so that if I make any mistakes slide, it will still help me to fix up all those things. Okay, so come here, use that plugin. Okay, so that it will help you. So at times, if you see, at times you have left one or two spaces, right? So you'll get to know only when you are reading, and you don't want to create that kind of mistakes, right? So even if how perfect you are, you will tend to create mistakes, right? So what you do, wherever the red lines, okay, using Grammarly, you fix all those things. Okay, there has to be a comma here, which I not added, spacing. Okay, mode of teaching, link, right? And then what I do is I just don't want a dot here. Okay, I want it like this. Okay, great, we are ready with this. Next, what we have the content. Okay, and then what do we want next? Come down, we want a headline. Okay, so now let's see what is the headline. First write and see. So on the right down bottom, you can see we have a headline, right? So what you do, I say join the Edupreneurs Club at just 199. Okay, we're done with that. We go down, and now it is asking you for a website URL, which is very much important. Okay, so most of them would not have it. Okay, if you don't have it, right, you can always put www.brightbee.io. Okay, and you see the preview here changes. So those who do not have website can use our website. Okay, as you are already part of that. Done with that. Next, let's go down, and here it is asking for learn more. We don't want them to learn more, right? So basically we want to make sure it is kind of action taking. So we'll say something as sign up, right? Sign up. Okay, we come down. Come down. Okay, so now we are already done, but then there has to be a small change which we have to make here. Okay, preview URL, additional details. Right, So this is working perfectly. So now let's see if we have the option to see a preview here in detail. Okay, and let's go and check everything at once so that we do not miss out on any other things from top to bottom. And this is correct. Single image or video, image is added. Go down, select replacement to edit. Okay, this is okay. Okay, so basically right, so basically now if you see, it is asking you for the destination. Okay, destination, and then there is a display link option. Okay, so basically what you have to do is, if you click on preview, right, what does this mean? It means if I click on this, on which website it should go? It should not go on brightbee.io, isn't it? It should go to this payment link. All right, there are two ways of payment thing. One thing is if I go here and if I go and click here like this link, then it should go to payment link. Or else if I click anywhere on the poster or on the bottom right, where it should go? It should again go to the payment link only. So what I do here, you add your either Google form link. Okay, you can add a Google form link or a payment gateway link or a WhatsApp link. Okay, and for the display link, okay, you write brightbee.io. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to do, see, basically if I don't write brightbee.io here, right, in the display link, okay, so this page is not Razorpay, right? It doesn't feel so much connected. But what I want to show, I want to show it as Brightbee, but then I want to redirect them to a payment gateway, right? So what I change? So I just change the display name. Okay, I change the display name to brightbee.io so that it shows that I own this website because this is Brightbee. Okay, and Brightbee connected, or else you are an educator of Brightbee. Okay, one of the logos which you can also put in your poster is Brightbee logo, right? If you want, I'll share all those things which you can leverage it, right? Because getting more things is always better. Okay, so now done with the final check. Okay, done. What do? We are already done now for creating our Facebook ad. We go ahead and say publish. Okay, just wait for 10 seconds. Okay, so it says multiple items published. So we have successfully launched our campaign, but then still, if you see here, it is showing it is in review. Okay, so now let's close this. Okay, and see what is there. Let's go to campaigns. These are all the campaigns which I have been running. Okay, and it says it is scheduled. Okay, and even if I put it right now also, it says it is review. It is under review. Okay, the major reason is because what Facebook does. Okay, what Facebook does, even before you publish your ads, right, it reviews. Okay, so if you're seeing the review there, what I have done, I have scheduled it for tomorrow onwards, so it is showing scheduled. But then let us say you want to launch the ad right now and you run it. Here you will get something called as review. Okay, and then you have to wait and check for 2-3 hours max, and then you will get an option to say that it is published. Okay, and then what you do, your ad is launched, and now you can keep checking on the metrics on this results, reach, impression side. You will start getting all those things here. Okay, so with that, guys, we come to the conclusion of today's session. I'll just go ahead and stop the recording.